Miss Bridgerton.
What are you doing here? I thought you were leaving London.
I was. I am. I came to say goodbye.
To whom?
To you.
Your goodbye is wholly unnecessary. We are not friends. We never were friends, as you made abundantly clear.
And I am sorry for that.
Please do not apologize. I shall not be led once more by you from this direction to that. You are my friend, you are not my friend, you are a rake, you are not a rake, you are sorry.
I am sorry.
That is very well. But you should know that your apology has absolutely no effect on my life, nor does your leaving London. I am marrying the prince. I shall be very happy indeed.
Will you be happy?
Why would I not be? Prince Friedrich is kind and adoring, and he knows what he wants. He's a good man, and he will make a wonderful father.
And so you truly believe him the best man for you?
How dare you question my choices? They are my choices to make, not yours. I do not question your choice to rake across the continent forlorn and alone. I do not have to explain myself to you. I do not owe you anything. He is perfect for me. I am going to be a princess. Are you going to say anything? Well, then leave. Very well.
Miss Bridgerton! Miss Bridgerton! Miss Bridgerton! Come back to the party. Stop walking!
Stop following me.
It is not safe out here. I forbid you to go any further.
You cannot tell me what to do.
Daphne. You will not listen. My most sincere apologies.
You will marry her.
What?
Immediately. We can only hope that no one saw you take such liberties and that my sister is safe. Further mortification. You will marry her.
Brother!
I cannot marry her.
You have defiled her innocence, and now you refuse her hand. I knew you were a rake, Hastings. I never thought you were a villain.
I cannot marry her.
Then you leave me no choice. I must demand satisfaction.
A duel? Anthony, you cannot.
He dishonors you, sister. He dishonors you and me and the very Bridgerton name. I have misjudged you indeed. You have duped us both, but I shall not see my sister pay for my own misdeeds. We will settle this as gentlemen.
I understand. I shall see you at dawn.
I do not understand. You would rather die than marry me.
I am truly sorry.
We need to go, Daph, before anyone should see us.
Alright, so in this scene, I look at it as like high school play, right? Or junior high, however you like to look at it. So prior to this scene, Daphne and Simon were hanging out a lot to try to find her a husband or make her eligible enough where she can get courted and have her pick of suitors. So at a certain point, everyone sees how much they're hanging out and thinking they are going to get married. I believe the episode prior to, or earlier in this episode, Daphne is trying to figure out, why do people get married, and is something, what makes it last, or what's attainable about it. So he pretty much told her without telling her, there's physical attributes to being married, and she had no idea what he was talking about. So he kind of broke it down for her. If you know, you know, right? Lady Danbury told him, are you messing with her, or are you trying to court her for real? If you're not trying to court her, let her be, because the prince is interested in her. So at this particular ball, the prince is getting ready to propose to her. That's when she runs out, and that's where the scene begins. But she really is into Simon, and Simon is into her, but they're both too stupid to realize that. I don't know why. I don't know if they're just slow in that time period or what, but they're into each other, just too afraid to say anything. So my thing, as far as like when you're courting or in a marriage, don't be afraid to tell your spouse how you feel, what you're thinking, because one, closed mouths don't get fed, and two, if it's something that your wife will be flattered by, trust me, she wants to know. Okay? And where Anthony came in and punched him in the face, it was hilarious, but Anthony and Simon, they're best friends. Granted, it don't seem like that in the show, like they're really close, but they know each other for a long time. The reason why he does not, or he claims he can't marry her, is because, spoiler alert if you haven't seen season 1, Simon's dad is dying, and the only reason Simon is born is because he can take the title, and the father wanted his name to keep living on. And Simon, how he was treated so badly by his father, like he was just an it and not a person. He was told him on his deathbed that I will never sire an heir and I'll never get married. And initially when I first saw that scene, I thought that killed his dad, because I thought that was hilarious. That is the whole point of this scene. It was like he wants to leave town because he knows he wants her, but he can't have her because of this vow he felt he made to his father, and he has to uphold that vow. She has no idea what's going on or why he is saying what he's saying, but he's showing he's interested in her, but at one point he'll act like he's not interested and try to push her away so she can go to the prince, where he thinks she will be happy. But then he changes his mind later on, like, no, I want her for myself. And that's how we got into how they kind of trapped each other, because she went into that garden for that particular reason. He followed her for that particular reason. So if you get caught, you technically got to get married.
So, in watching that scene, I mean, this just reminds me of junior high and high school, okay? They both can't talk to each other. Now, Simon's chasing after Daphne because Daphne, number one, doesn't know what's going on with Simon. You know, as Jay has mentioned, they're hanging out doing this, technically trying to find her a suitor. But there's no communication here, okay? What do we always tout? Not just communication, effective communication. It doesn't matter what age. Believe it or not, when you talk to somebody, it can count, it can matter, and it can make all the difference. There's no talking here. I don't know why in our youth, I remember my youth, I'm sure Jay does, I don't know why we always feel that we can't tell the person how we really feel about them, okay? Maybe it's because we're scared of being rejected. That's usually the common category. You tell somebody and then they say no. That doesn't feel good. I know about that, okay? I got more no's than yes back in my youth. But nonetheless, the thing about this is, as Jay's mentioned, Daphne doesn't know about the vow that Simon took with his dad. Now, granted, it doesn't seem like it was a vow he should have taken or even really wanted to take. Because now he can't be happy. Now, I'm sure none of us ever know that we're going to run into the person that we love in such situations, but they did. And he did. And look, I was a little uncomfortable with the liberties they took, okay? I'll be honest, you saw my reaction. Now, in this time, as Jay mentioned, now Anthony punched Simon. Obviously for good reason. That you could never convince me from that scene that they were best friends, but it seemed like they don't hang out or act like best friends should, but nonetheless. He punched her, and now the guidelines are, okay, you took liberties, now you gotta marry her. Again, still with this vow, okay? Let's just drop the whole thing. I give Simon no credit here, because he's keeping his mouth shut. He can make all the difference by just speaking. Just say how you feel, okay? If you're young, yes, if you say how you feel, you make it hurt. But is it better, what's the phrase? Is it better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all? Can we go by that? Is it worth taking a little bit of pain to know for sure? If there's something holding you back, then yeah, you should probably split away. But in this situation, Simon, you should just say it, okay? The vow is not that important. As much as you found love, you should move forward with it. Look at her. I mean, she looks nice. She looks great. And you got punched for it. So just marry the girl already. Tell her what's going on and get married. Just end up, maybe not happily ever after, but at least get married by now. Quit pussyfooting around the situation.